Lagos Physical Planning Summit is here at the Center of Excellence, where opportunities meet painstaking planning and infrastructural development. A city of estimated 24 million people and 65% of its commercial activities. In furtherance of Governor Sanwo-Olu's Themes Plus agenda, the Office of Physical Planning is set to match operative development plans with investment opportunities as it invites stakeholders to her inaugural Lagos Physical Planning Summit. Theme: Rethinking Lagos, a new vision for a regional and integrated mega city. Chief host, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State. Keynote speaker, His Excellency, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, SAN, former Governor of Lagos State. Host, Dr. Oluyinka Olumide, Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development. Date, Tuesday 15th to Wednesday 16th October 2024. Venue, Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time, 8:30 a.m. daily for sustainable Lagos. Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estates and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling, or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits, and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the State Operative Development Plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio, that is 6.1 FM. All right, and so we said for the conversation, our guests are already seated. But before we do that, right away, let's take you through the roads. Okpebi Allen Corridor, I understand, is very good movement inwards Ikeja, and then the return journey back to Allen intersection is also looking good at the moment. We can also tell you that Aromire Road in and out is very calm at the moment. Allen intersection connecting Radio Bus Stop Junction is free. But the return journey to Allen, okay, is also free too. All right, then even from our live cameras, we can tell you that too. Signal light alternating at the intersection, but no major worries. Clay Junction, Ikosi Junction, Welfare Junction, up to Olu. That's Olusosun, down to Ojota is also very free. That entire stretch of over 2 kilometers looking pretty good. Okpebi Link Bridge, Salvation up to Adibola House is very free too. And then Okpebi Toyin Street back to Allen intersection also looking good at the moment. Billings Way, the stretch is very good presently. And then all through that corridor, it is very calm and no record of impediment cited right now. Okay, then, so we'll be serving you more L pins. And if there's anything you would like me to do for you too, you can escalate that to me, all right? I would also send that in to our traffic managers who will be able to, take us through that this morning. Okay, then. This is Build Right, and it is courtesy of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, okay? Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. And if you are still worried about how you can go about things, there's an app which has been developed by the ministry that can guide you in taking the very, very right decisions as it relates to the physical and urban space. It's called the MPPUD app, okay? MPPUD, all right? Just search on the Play Store or perhaps the App Store, and then you can download the app, follow the promptings, and you'll be able to get the right information that you need in this particular area, okay? All right, then. So today, like I said, we're expanding the scope for planning permits and building approvals in Lagos, Ekpe district offices in focus. And joining me right now in the studios, I've got Builder Arogundade Olajide. He's an assistant director with the Lagos State Building Control Agency, and currently he's the district head of Ekpe Iridu office for LAPSCA. It's nice to have you in the building, Mr. Arogundade. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, you need to get closer to the microphone so that we can really have a good picture and we can hear you well. So, how was your journey here this morning?
Great.
It was great. Because I know traveling from Ekpe to this place is going to be like, if I'm going to put it in context, about 70 to 80 kilometers. So, did you come all the way this morning or you been here since yesterday night?
I came right away from my home, not Ekpe, from Egbeda.
Okay, you all the way to Ekpe every day, or you stay over there during the week? And then
I stay over there.
during the week?
Yes.
And then weekends you come home?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Town Planner Sharif Bakari is a great friend of the house, an assistant director of town planning services with the Lagos State Physical Planning Authority, and he is also the district officer at local government. Town Planner Sharif Bakari, nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Victor.
And how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, so same for you too. So did you make that journey all the way from Ekpe this morning, or?
Yeah, I live in Ikorodu.
Oh, okay. So coming from Ikorodu to this place is good. But this place is good. But there's a back route that you can use to navigate to Ekpe from Ikorodu, right?
Yes.
So that's where you navigate through every day.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. All right then. So let's talk.
Mr. Victor, please, point of correction. I'm not Bakari.
Oh, okay, Bakri.
I'm Bakri.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that correction this beautiful morning. So, like I said, we are transporting your imagination to Ekpe, and Ekpe is a town and local government area that's located on the northeastern part of Lagos, sitting on a surface area of 965 square kilometers. So it tells you how big Ekpe as a town is. But you guys, let's start this morning. Town Planner Sharif Bakri, let's begin our conversation by checking up on the amnesty program for planning permit approvals and completed buildings in Lagos. So how is that campaign faring with Ekpe where you are?
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Victor, once again. Concerning the amnesty program in Ekpe, we should give thanks to the royal father within Ekpe and Eredo community. They've been helpful, telling their people what the importance and the good side of the amnesty. And so far, so good. People have been coming.
Okay. They've been showing up.
They've been showing up fine.
Okay. For them to just rectify some of the things that have been done in the past.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's good. All right, so Builder Arogundade, what about you? How's the amnesty program going? How is it faring with you, especially the one that relates to you in that area?
People have been coming, show interest, and the amnesty is very good, very okay in the Ekpe district. People are eager to obtain their planning permit.
Okay.
At the same time, they are also eager to apply to obtain their building approval within the district.
Okay. So people are showing up in your office.
People are showing interest.
All right. So on a daily basis, Town Planner Bakri, on a daily basis, like how many people show up in your office?
Mr. Victor, if I'm to say, minimum of 5 people show up in a day.
Okay, daily?
Yeah, daily.
Wow, so within a week you could get as many as 25?
25, wow. 30.
All right, that's massive. And the big question somebody is asking this morning is, why do I need a planning permit for my building? Town Planner Bakri, I'm still going to throw that to you. Why do I need a planning permit?
Number one, the main reason you need a planning permit, it adds value to your property.
Okay.
2, you know where to build, how to build, and what to build.
Okay. Where to build, how to build,
and what to build.
And what to build. So with a planning permit, I'll be able to determine all of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That sounds pretty good. Builder, how long is this amnesty that has been extended by Mr. Governor? How long is it expected to last?
By ending of October.
Okay, so
2024.
August to October. So
yes.
Another 90 days.
90 days.
This is already September 19th. So we're saying
next month.
in the next 1.5 months,
exactly,
this should be running up. Now, for those who are just getting to know about this information right now, what are the requirements for them to really benefit from this amnesty.
Yeah. With the help of Mr. Governor, aside of the amnesty program, Mr. Governor said no penalty. The amnesty is meant for you have to pay the statutory fee with that penalty for the built-up structures
Okay, that you have.
And part of the program Mr. Governor designed again is that any application that comes in must benefit 5% discount.
Wow. So they're going to take off the penal fee, right?
Yes.
So if the penal fee is worth, let's say, 6 million,
Yes.
that will be cancelled
Yes, sir.
entirely.
Yes, sir.
And then for you even coming to apply, he's now saying that under 5% discount will be deducted from the statutory charges.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow, that's massive at this time, in this very crucial time, so people can benefit this.
Yes.
Wow, this is very, very good. All right, so what are the things that are required for them to benefit? Those who want to apply, what do they need to supply?
Yeah. First of all, they'll be coming with their title document or proof of ownership. It could be CFO, governor's consent, or receipt from family that is purchasing the property. Architectural drawing, only for architectural and structural drawing, mechanical, electrical. But if it is bungalow, architectural drawing is required alone.
Okay.
But 2 floors, mechanical, architecture and mechanical structure is required.
It's required.
But if it's 3 floors and above, architectural, structural, mechanical, and electrical drawings are required.
Everything is required for that one.
Yes.
Because it's a huge project.
It's a huge project.
All right.
So, RUPA, I'm still coming.
Okay, go
Survey
ahead.
plan, RUPA, oath and affidavit in lieu of tenement rates, development levy, tax clearance of the applicant, photograph of the applicant, and photograph of the site. All are required.
Oh, great. All right, then. So let's go to what you guys do now. And I'm going to start first with Builder Arogundade. So as a district officer for the Ekpe Eredo, that's talking about that particular local government and LCDA, what are your responsibilities there? What are your core responsibilities?
Thank you, Mr. Victor. As a district head, some of my core responsibility is day-to-day monitoring to carry out stage inspection and certification at various stages of development of construction.
Okay.
So to also identify and removal of district and unconforming buildings within the district.
Okay. All right. We'll still get back to some of. Or you wanted to add to that, Bakri? But before that, quickly, let's even know the town, because we just talk about Ekpe. A lot of us hear about Ekpe, and some of us are really dreaming to come there. Well, a lot of times, what comes to our mind is all about tourism, fishing, and all of that. But what communities fall under Ekpe where you superintend? So let's start with you, Bakri.
Okay. Ekpe comprises Ekpe Central itself, Buka, North Orija, Eredo, Iraye, Odoragushi, Mojoda, Igboye, Ilamija, part of Okeogun,
Right.
Okeosho, Temu,
Okay.
Okoriso.
Okay. Let's see if Builder Arogundade can also add to this. Are there other areas, other communities within Ekpe that he has not mentioned?
Yes, we have Ebola,
Okay.
we have Odoragushi, Odogbonle, and we also have Abowa town.
Right. So it's a very, very big place indeed.
Yes.
So if we go on a tour right now, can we? Is this a place that we can go around in, let's say, 30 minutes, or how long will it take us?
It's going to take like 2-3 days.
2-3 days.
Yes.
Wow. So when you go for your monitoring, Arogundade, it's a whole day's job. That's what it means.
Yes.
In Ekpe.
Yes.
Wow, that's very, very big.
Yes.
All right then. So Bakri, let's get to some of your functions. What are your responsibilities as a district officer
Fine.
within the Ekpe corridor?
Thank you, Mr. Victor. One of my functions as a district officer within Ekpe corridor is to grant approval within Ekpe district office, district area, and also to monitor construction to confirm with approval granted.
Okay. So you issue planning permits.
Yes.
You monitor some of those things that have been done
Yes.
in conformity with what has been
Granted. Approval granted.
approval granted as well. Okay. All right. So let's still dwell a bit on you because you are LASPA. A lot of times before any construction commences, they have to come to you first. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So in the issuance of permits, how many types of permits do we have under LASPA?
Under last part, we have demolition permit, fencing permit, renovation permit, and building plan permit.
That looks like 4.
Yes.
Okay. So there's renovation, there
There is
is
fencing, there is demolition,
demolition.
and there is building permit.
You mean it?
Yeah.
So if I'm going to do any renovation in my house, I'm supposed to come for a permit.
Exactly. Yes.
Why? I mean, it's my house now. It's already built. Why do I need to come why do I need to come to you again?
You need it. You need it.
Right. So it is needed
It's needed. Yes, sir.
so that it conforms. It's already on ground. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Right.
Because when renovation is being done, some bricks will be coming up.
Okay.
And you want to change the face of the building.
Right.
So that's why you need permit. Because the approval granted at the initial stage shows what is on ground formally.
Okay. Let me come to LAPCA because your role is very, very crucial in ensuring the sustainability of buildings in Lagos. Builder Rogundadi, at what point do the people need to get in contact with LAPCA in a building process?
Immediately after obtaining planning permits,
Okay.
it is expected from the developer to write a letter addressed to General Manager, Lagos State Building Control Agency, his intention to commence construction by giving it in writing 7 days. We're giving the 7-day notice.
Okay. So if I get you clearly, once I get my approval from LASPA,
Yeah, planning
which is the
permit.
Physical Planning Permit Authority,
Yes.
and I intend to commence construction of that building, I'm supposed to notify LAPCA.
You notify the agency your intention,
Okay.
and after notify the agency, you are going to, there are some documents you need to attach to it.
What are
Like we have planning permit, we have the screen drawing,
okay.
like architectural drawing, social drawing. If it's 3D floor and above, we have architectural drawing, social drawing, and mechanical and electrical drawing, and survey plan and site photograph before the issuance of authorization to commence work.
So peradventure, I mean, I got this planning permit, so let's say in April, there was no money, and then somehow, through savings, through some kind of business that I've done, in August, I get some money, so to say, and I really just want to quickly inject it to do my foundation, and I start building. Is it wrong? Without connecting with you? If I start,
Which means you contravene the law.
I've contravened like that.
Yes, that's what you call a contravention. You contravene.
Right. So as you're doing your inspection, you just come across my property and you see that foundation has already been laid.
Yes, as a LAPCA official, what we're supposed to do at that time is to serve you that contravention notice and stop work order immediately.
I have to stop the work.
Yes, immediately.
It doesn't matter who I am, right?
At all.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. So work stops. So what's the next? How do I correct that?
By the time we seal out the property, it is expected from the developer to furnish our office, local office, with a relevant document. If invariably at the end of the day, you couldn't furnish all the relevant documents, we are going to refer the said property to enforcement department.
Right. So they will come and do enforcement.
Yes,
So
finally.
how will you know now? Because I'm just thinking, assuming that foundation was not properly constructed, right? Probably I've used the wrong set of materials, and foundation has been done. So what happens? Are there ways you guys can determine if that thing was properly done or not?
There is something that we call a foundation probe.
Okay. So you guys will embark on a foundation probe.
Exactly.
You'll come and probe it.
Exactly.
All right. Bakri, what are the processes involved in getting a permit from LASPA?
Process.
Yes.
I said, the process involved in getting permit from LASPA, you have
Yes.
to bring your screen architectural drawing, survey plan, development levy, architectural drawing, structural drawing, mechanical, if it is more than 2 floors, mechanical and electrical is required, development levy, photograph of applicant, photograph of site, then after that, evidence of payment.
Right. And how long does it take to get any of these permits that you mentioned?
At the point of submitting your application, if you are developer, the applicant has all required documents, it takes just 10 days.
10 days.
Yes.
So let's say 2 weeks.
Yes,
Within
days.
2 weeks,
Yes,
I will get
your permit.
So is there anything that would make that number that day, those days change to 15 or 20 days? Are there reasons why it could stay longer?
If there is 10 days, it stay longer. If applicant fails to submit the necessary relevant documents.
Oh, okay. So that's the criteria.
Yes.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We're expanding the scope for planning permit approvals as well as building approvals in Lagos. And this time around, we're taking you all the way to Ekpe. So if you stay within that particular corridor or that axis, or perhaps any other location in Lagos, and you've been wondering how to really deal with the issue of planning permit and building approvals, I'll be opening up the line shortly, or perhaps you can send it to us on WhatsApp. Okay, that'll be on 080-99-120-777-77127. A brief break. When we return, we'll hear from you.
Lagos Physical Planning Summit is here at the Center of Excellence, where opportunities meet painstaking planning and infrastructural development. A city of estimated 24 million people and 65% of its commercial activities. In furtherance of Governor Sanwo-Olu's Themes Plus agenda, the Office of Physical Planning is set to match operative development plans with investment opportunities as it invites stakeholders to her inaugural Lagos Physical Planning Summit. Theme: Rethinking Lagos, a new vision for a regional and integrated mega city. Chief host, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State. Keynote speaker, His Excellency, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, SAN, former Governor of Lagos State. Host, Dr. Oluyinka Olumide, Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development. Date, Tuesday 15th to Wednesday 16th October 2024. Venue, Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time, 8:30 a.m. daily for sustainable Lagos. Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program, and this morning we're taking you all the way to Ekpe. My guests are here, and I'm talking about builder Arugundade Olajide, who is a builder with LABSCA, talking about the Lagos State Building Control Agency. He is also the district officer representing LABSCA in Ekpe and Iredo. And I also have here in the studios with me this morning Sheriff Bakari, town planner Sheriff Bakri, rather. He is also the district officer for Ekpe. All right, 080-99-120-777 is the numbers that you can connect with us. Talking about the roads this morning, most of the areas are still looking pretty good. Ojota corridor, very good. The Third Milan Bridge is looking very good as well too. You do not have any major worries. Lagos Abeokuta Expressway is not bad at all. Most of those areas are very cool and calm, and no major breakdowns. So far, so good. All right, then. So let's get back to this. So, Bakri, you say now that if I get my planning permit and then I begin to, perhaps I want to construct a piece of, let's say my own piece of land, I want to construct like a mini mall or a supermarket or that kind of a thing, and I just start building. Are you saying that I've run foul of the law?
Is the question for me?
Yes.
Yeah. You are
Minute.
Yes.
Okay. So once that is done, how do I get it? How do I make amends?
Yeah. Mr. Victor, the way they do planning, there are different sizes of land, meant for different projects.
Okay.
You cannot build a supermarket on a plot of land because you have to consider the package.
Oh. So it's very wrong.
It's very wrong.
I hope you guys do monitoring for this LABSCA. I know you guys are the ones supposed to be going out for monitoring. Is that correct?
Yes.
So I hope you monitor people in that regard.
Sorry?
I said I hope you'd go out for monitoring to ensure
Yes,
that
yes.
people are not using one plot of land to build commercial entities.
Yes.
You do that?
Yes.
All right. That's a message here. Meanwhile, if you want to call 08099120777, there's a message here that says, should permits be sought for renovation on government-owned buildings before renovation as well?
Yes, sir.
You mean it?
Yes.
But like government-owned property now.
It applies to all applications.
All applications. Okay. All right. You didn't even put your name, by the way, but that's the answer. It says all buildings, before you can do any form of renovation, you must seek for those kind of permits. All right. More questions are coming in for you. This one says, let me see. Okay, this one says, good morning, Victor. My name is Adebayo from Ibejuleki. Say, could you ask the guests to walk us through the step-by-step processes of obtaining a planning permit in the Ekpe district? I think Bakri, already talked about that, Abi?
Yes.
All right, but if you want to just quickly do that, what are the steps?
Yeah. First of all, the applicant will come with proof of ownership, survey plan, architectural drawing, structural drawing, mechanical drawing. Mechanical and electrical is applicable if it's above 2 floors.
Okay.
Development levy, task clearance, applicant picture photograph of site. After getting those ones, they will bring them to our office. We now do the assessment.
All right. This one says, hi, Victor. Could you ask the guests to explain what the most common reasons are for delays in building approval applications in Ekpe district? Kemi is sending that one in. So, are we having those kind of delays?
Any application that is delayed in the Ekpe district, applicant is the owner of the fault.
Oh, why do you say that?
There is tendency, 1 or 2 documents are missing. They fail to bring along.
Oh. So if you had that kind of situation, I don't know ways you can get back to them to say, look, this is missing and this is the reason why your application has been delayed.
We do write them to inform them of their standing document.
Okay, you do that?
Yes.
From time to time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM 08099120777 and 091-553-877127. If you see anything that is really violating the building code in your neighborhood, would you be willing to also whistleblow that on the program this morning? Talk to us. If you see any buildings that are not meeting up to the standards, anywhere you are, you can also share that experience with us. All right. This one says, are there any specific incentives, specific initiatives aimed at fast-tracking approvals for large-scale projects in Ekpe? It says, in Ekpe, given its rapid growth at the moment. Okay, you didn't put your name, by the way. So, are there any expressways you can give those kind of approvals?
All approvals are treated the same. So far, the required documents are submitted at point of registration.
They are all the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Builder Arognade, you wanted to add to that? You said all approvals are the same for you too?
Yes.
Okay. Anytime those approvals are sent in, you guys treat it with urgency. Is that what it means?
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Okay. This one says, good morning to you, Victor, and the guest in the studio. Say, my name is Shegun from Ikorodu. Could you ask the guest what efforts are being made to simplify the application process for residents and small-scale developers in Ekpe? I know that Ekpe, we have lots of developers within that area. There's so many people selling all sorts of land and all of that. So how do you treat those developers when they come for those kind of building approvals?
Thank you, Mr. Victor. Majority of the projects in Ekpena are estates. And all they do is to bring in their perimeter survey for fencing permit only.
Okay. Perimeter survey
for fencing permit. They've not started coming in with the application for
buildings yet.
Yes.
Because most of them are still, those are still virgin lands in those places, and they are okay. So that sounds very good. But are there ways you check if these lands are? I don't know how to describe it, because those developers, they sell all sorts of lands now, and some people do not know if these lands are government reserved or those kind of things, build Arugundade, are there ways you're able to see to say, look, this is contravening, this land is not meant for residential development and all that? Are there ways you can check that?
What they do in that regard is to contact our sister agency, LASPA, that's a legal physical planning permit. So for them to do the charting, to be able to ascertain whether that place is acquirable or fall within government acquisition.
Okay, so last part charts it.
Chart, yes.
And once they chart it, they'll be able to let you know if this is
status of the land.
It's status
Oh, okay.
of the land.
All right. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. How are environmental factors like flood control taken into account during the planning permit approval process in Ekpe? You didn't put your name, by the way. So do you guys determine that as well? Flood control, is that part of what you determine?
Yes, we determine it. There are certain meters to any drainage alignment.
Okay, certain, what do you call it now?
Certain setbacks to drainage alignment.
Oh, okay. That is considered as well.
Yes.
From time to time.
Yes.
Okay then. All right. So planning permit, you say it takes how many days?
10 days, 10 working days.
Within 10 working days,
Yes.
one can get the planning permit. And it doesn't matter what kind of planning permit, right?
Exactly, yes.
All right. Okay, let's look at this now. This scenario. It says, if I lose my planning permit, can it be replaced?
It can.
Yes.
You apply for resubmission. I mean, stamping.
Oh, okay. And how long does that take? The same
process, yes. The same process, yeah.
So you'll not be able to find out if maybe I'm.
No.
So once it is lost, there's a simple process for me to get it back.
There is a department in LASPA that does that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Builder, if I sell my property, does the physical planning permit belong to me or the new property owner? Maybe I should give that back to Bakri.
Thank you, Victor. The moment you sell your property, the liability and asset of the property will be handed over to the new buyer.
Yes. So that means the name will have to be changed.
Yes, sir.
So in changing that, am I going to come to you?
If you feel,
Okay.
and if I want to maintain the person's name, that depends on you.
Okay. No, but I just wanted to, because is there a way you guys will be able to certify that, well, this planning permit belongs to building C48 on Arugundade Street, right? And the name that was registered with it is Mr. Oteri. Now, you're telling me it's Mr. Lawal that owns the property. Won't that bring some kind of controversy? Or there are ways you guys can check that yourself?
There are ways you can check. If you are buying the property, there will be an agreement between you, the buyer and the seller. If the person can come out from Mr. Ogudada has sold it to Oteri, and we see it, we are good to go.
Okay, just like that.
Yes.
Okay then. Let's talk about where you guys are located. The LAPSCA office in Ekpe Eredo. Where is it located?
Our office is located at Wons Yard, Awolowo Road, opposite St. Teresa Catholic Church. Ekpe.
Okay. So it's straightforward.
Very, very.
What about your own office, Bakri?
Our office is located. Last office is located at number 7 Waterworks Road. Yeah.
Number 7
Waterworks Road.
Weatherworth Road.
Okay.
All right. So what is the validity period for a planning permit in Lagos State? Is it for life?
Yes.
It's for life?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't need to come do any renewals for it. It's not to say every 10 years or every 20 years I have to come and renew.
It's applicable to provisional. But if it's full approval, it's for life.
Okay. So for provisional approvals, you have to come and do the needful.
Yes.
But full approvals, you do not need that at all.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of situations will warrant a provisional approval?
Provisional approval is given when you don't have title document on the said property.
Okay. So no title documents, provisional approvals given.
Yes.
But of course, once that approval has been given, it stays with me for life.
Yes.
Okay then. Let's begin to take this home this morning, all right? Ekpe, you say it's a very big land and you've mentioned so many communities. From what you see, of houses, building of houses, are they coming up very fast in Ekpe? Because before now, people used to think Ekpe was still very much a developing land. So, do we have more constructions coming up these days? Let me start with Builder Arogundade.
They are just coming up gradually.
Gradually.
You cannot compare to some other area.
Okay. So
Like Lekki, VI, Ikeja.
right. So we still have so many plots of land in
Yes.
plots of land in.
Exactly.
I'm coming to get my own. I should come, all right? All right. So round this up right now. Sherif Bakri, what's your advice to the listening public on physical planning permits in Lagos State?
Thank you. My advice to my people, everybody should do the needful. Let everybody do their building plan approval and do the needful.
Okay. And then for those that are in Ekpe, they can always get in touch with your office, right?
Yes.
Where's your office located again?
Number 7 Waterworks Road.
In Ekpe.
Ekpe.
All right then. So Builder Arogundade, what's your parting thought? What's your message to our listeners this morning?
My own advice to Lagosians is to always do the right thing. To always engage the services of a registered professional during the actual construction.
All right. So your offices are open from when to when?
From Monday to Friday.
Okay. So you're open, and people can always get in touch with you. as well.
Exactly.
Okay then. So we'll leave it at that for now. Thank you so much for being here, gentlemen. Okay, so we've been trying to expand planning permits and building approvals in Lagos State Ekpe District offices in focus. My guest this morning, Builder Arogundade Olajide, who is Assistant Director with the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LABCA. He is also the District Head for Ekpe Eredo office. And I've also been speaking with Town Planner Sherif Bakari, who's an Assistant Director of Town Planning Services with LASPA and the District Officer. Oh, Bakri rather. Bakri. I know you cherish that name so much. All right. Sherif Bakri, 1 million apologies, right? All right. So he's the district officer for Ekpe local government. We have to go now. Maximum thanks to Daily Agadmo for producing the program this morning. I say a big thank you to Akin Sonia Adita, who is Chief Public Affairs Officer for the ministry. Same for Sanusi Mukaila, who is the Director of Public Affairs for the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. Abimbola Umi as well. We appreciate you. All right, then. So till next week, Thursday, when the program makes a return. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid day. Bye.